So I was thinking, carrying on with the Spider-Man theme, I was thinking Amazing Spider-Man 3. How good that would be if we actually got it. I mean, in No Way Home, I think it's pretty safe to say at this point that Andrew Garfield was the standout #1 Spider-Man, and quite frankly I find it baffling that we didn't get one immediately greenlit, or even some sort of cameo in one of the Venom films or something with him. I think that would have been perfect. And quite frankly, I mean, I'd love to make, a fan theory or something of The Amazing Spider-Man 3 and what it could have been. I know obviously they were all doing the thing with the Sinister Six and all that stuff. And I mean, I kind of do like the idea of having a Sinister Six spin-off film and have Spider-Man as the villain, air quotes. The antagonist, I guess you'd say. That would be cool. Just to see that. But then it's like, who are you going to have in the Sinister Six? Because as much as I'd like the team as down basic as it could be to the original one, on the same level, I'd love more of a unique team of villains we haven't seen yet. I think that would be fun. But then if we're doing just pure Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 3, I think you need to cut it back, make it simple to what it could be. And I think I've always wanted Hobgoblin. I don't know why. I think possibly just because of obviously that perfect looking bronzy orangey mask that they have for Harry in Spider-Man 3. I don't know if it's that makes me want it so much. And obviously New Goblin's kind of a terrible name. I've always hated it. I think I said that in the last video, but why didn't you just make him Hobgoblin? What are we doing? But yeah, I think that would have been the best course of action to take. And yeah, but being that we never ended up getting it, Ned probably isn't going to turn into Hobgoblin anytime soon in the Tom Holland films. I mean, he's already the CEO. If you know, you know. And yeah, I just think get a proper good Hobgoblin, or even a villain that we haven't seen, or at least properly, like a good Kraven or something. I mean, somehow get Andrew Garfield, obviously set it when he's angry and hateful and whatever else he said he was, get it set there, when he's grieving still. Have him get the black suit somehow. If you want to tie it in with Tom Hardy Venom, great, even better. And just have him in the black suit, just do it, that would be great. Have a Kraven, a proper Kraven. I know Kraven Last Hunt is the last proper Kraven hunting, but it's also kind of the best story in my opinion for Kraven, so you just do that. It's the one that everyone seems to know, so may as well do it. Let's face it, Kraven's probably not going to be coming back after the film anyway, because they never do. So just do that one. Yeah, have that, or possibly, I think introduce Black Cat as maybe a new love interest possibly, so just to differentiate more with the other ones as well, someone different from Mary Jane. So I think most people are kind of getting a bit sick of Mary Jane now, and we don't want to get into details or anything, but yeah, I mean, the general sense that I have is most people want a more traditional Mary Jane, which would be nice, but yeah, I mean, you know, getting back to the villains, that's the main thing, is picking a good villain. More specifically, picking a villain that hasn't been done yet, which is kind of tricky, because when you think about it, most of them have been done, you know. Green Goblin's obviously been done. Doc Ock's been done. Venom, Sandman, Lizard, Electro, Green Goblin again. Rhino's been done. Yeah, and obviously the Tom Holland version, obviously we've had Mysterio, Vulture. You know, we've had these villains already, so, you know, we've got obviously Scorpion and that in the new one. But who could you pick? I mean, I think Chameleon would be good as a villain. Maybe do some sort of weird, low budgety sort of thrillery sort of vibe, where maybe some of the stuff that's happening, you know, maybe he's having some sort of nervous breakdown of like, oh, what's happening? Is it the symbiote that's doing this to me? What is it? What's happening to me? This and that. I seem to be doing stuff and forgetting that I'm doing it, and turns out at the end it's actually the Chameleon the entire time, disguised as him. That would be cool. You know, because I mean, that's something that we've never had in a sort of Spider-Man-y setting, this like weird thriller idea. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool, to be honest. I think that would actually be pretty, I think that was really cool, to be honest. Maybe I need to make a fan theory of that. Yeah. But yeah, failing that, I think, you know, give him the black suit, maybe have a montage at the beginning of him being kind of a bit more aggressive and not pulling his punches with certain villains, you know. You know, you want to make it cool. Like, obviously Andrew Garfield has a different costume in basically each film he's in. If you're not going to give him the black suit, or if you want to give him the black suit and kind of differentiate it a bit from obviously Tobey's black suit, which I think great black suit. But yeah, if you didn't want to give him a more classic black suit, say if they want to save that for Tom Holland Spider-Man, maybe give him like a black suit and make it kind of Superior Spider-Man looking. I know obviously Superior Spider-Man, obviously it's not, you know, it's not a symbiote suit or anything, it's just the Doc Ock suit when he becomes Spider-Man. But I mean, obviously if you're not going to do that, you know, it'd be kind of a good way to differentiate the symbiote suits. I mean, maybe just have the suit, you could just have the black on the bottom, the top could still be, you know, obviously the red Amazing Spider-Man suit, and there you go. Or, you know, possibly give him, don't know, that, I mean, there's hundreds of different designs you could do. Or change it up a bit, maybe give him the Carnage symbiote, for example. You know, have, say, possibly the Carnage symbiote be introduced. I know obviously you'd need a Venom, but I mean, you know, you could somehow link it in with Tom Hardy's Venom somehow. Obviously there's a Venom already established. Say the Carnage symbiote, obviously he eats it at the end of the second Venom film, but possibly, you know, have that somehow spawn off him again, go on to Spider-Man, and that be the thing that kind of makes him a bit more hateful-esque, if that makes sense. And then you could have, you know, the suit sort of be, you know, kind of a red sort of, yeah, well, you can make it similar to the original design for the black suit, obviously the black with the red, but then that would kind of make sense to why it would look, say, Superior Spider-Man-esque, or even, you know, use the concept art from Alex Ross, which is basically just the Superior Spider-Man suit. You know, that could explain why it's got the red on it, because it's actually the Carnage symbiote. And at the end you could have, when he turns into Spider Carnage and stuff, with a big giant mouth and all the weird tentacles and stuff over him, that would be cool. And maybe you know, you could have Tom Hardy's Venom in it. Maybe he has to try and team up and get it off him, and they have a fight. That would be cool. Maybe then that could be the thing that turns Black Cat to like, hey, maybe don't be like this. And why she turns into a good guy. Maybe have her as sort of an anti-villain in the beginning. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I mean, there's a lot of good ideas that I've got for it. Maybe I need to make a fan theory for that. I don't know if anyone's gonna ever watch this, but I mean, you know, if anyone wants to figure out and try and see what that would be like, maybe, you know, leave a comment or something, or a like, I don't know. But doesn't seem like anyone's liking these so far, so who knows. But maybe I'll just do it. I'd like to. I think that would be fun to do, or at least, you know, or at least a first paragraph of it or something. That would be fun. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there for now, of me wandering about. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time, maybe with some sort of crazy Amazing Spider-Man 3 fan theory or wish list or something. I don't know. Yeah, goodbye.